104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, everybody.
Houston, Texas. It is Wednesday, May 22nd of 2024, and it's the gang, Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam, as we creep closer and closer to getting more people their power back. I'm going to, right out of the box, throw you guys this. You still don't have power, right, Kev?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
you're one of 72,000 right now.
Lucky
Yeah.
you.
My out of the box.
They came by.
They did?
Yeah.
To assess, probably?
Man, your neighbor has a tree across the main lines. We can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, because that's what
Oh,
they're doing. They have to
no.
send people out to assess what it is. Because I have my friends that are out of power. There is a tree that has knocked over the line and is just laying there.
Yeah, it's just laying
So
on it.
everyone in the neighborhood just knows, well, unless that thing moves, can't do anything.
I cut my own tree, but my neighbor, I don't think he'd give a crap. I don't know. That sounds like they have a generator and they don't care anymore.
No.
Okay, so here's my question. How, there's heavy trash day. Everybody has a heavy trash day. And at my personal house, the tree is pretty big in front of my house, but this giant limb from it is what fell. And it didn't fall in the house, thank God. It didn't fall in the cars, but it fell perfectly in the front yard. But it's pretty long and it's fat, but not a whole tree. So my husband yesterday said, I think we're supposed to cut that in pieces or something.
Yeah.
Are
Yes.
we?
Yes.
I don't have a chainsaw. What am I supposed to do with that thing?
I
Call
know.
some tree
Do you,
company
do you
out?
have like a?
I know a guy.
Yeah, I was going to say. Don't make
Do you have like
yeah.
a little hacksaw in the garage?
Oh, don't do that.
No,
do
no,
not
no.
do
Are
that.
you crazy? No, wait, you can't do
Also,
that.
a hacksaw
It
is
too
for
long.
metal. That shows how much construction you don't
I
do.
don't know anything about it. No, I've never claimed that I
have
did.
no tool to cut this thing. And I just thought, well, don't they send in disasters? You know the way they send out the linemen or they send out the trash guys who pick up trash? Don't they send out tree people to come shred?
No, unless it's affecting the city services or I guess maybe
your
the
roads.
electric. In some places, the electric
Yeah, they're
people
not
cut
gonna
them
help.
down, but
So
not
if
everywhere.
So if I
Everyday
leave
Joe.
this in my front yard, it will just stay in my front yard.
Probably. I don't think
your-
they're going to pick it up.
Your landscapers.
I asked sweet little Mr. Raul about what some
Yeah.
questions about real landscaping a couple weeks ago, and he just kept telling me, I don't know. And when I was asking him questions about flowers and dirt, and so I don't think little sweet Mr. Raul is going to have it that. But
I'll tell you what,
was
though.
thinking of throwing
You'd be
him a
surprised.
text.
Those long guys, if they don't have the equipment, they know someone.
We just
Yeah.
kick
Yeah.
them some extra cash.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course. You got to take care of
Send
them.
that text
Those
right now.
linemen, though, are working so unbelievable. We got our power back last night, and I've never seen people work so hard. When I was in the convenience store, I had to go get gas, and I was like, "Oh, you cutting ahead of me." I mean, these guys are just tirelessly
You're talking about the linemen.
working. Yeah.
They are. If you want to aspire to be an amazing person, then be a lineman because these guys really were working their butts off from 7 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. And
Think about the weather, too.
Yeah, in this hot,
it's so
weather.
hot.
And when it's
Miserable.
cold, too, up north,
Yeah.
as hot as it is here, these people have to go up north.
Now, this is why I learned. The
freezing.
gentleman I spoke to, he said after the storm, he got a call in Oklahoma, where he lived, at 11 p.m. at night. He packed all of his clothes within an hour and was on the road the next morning with his
wow.
team, and they started getting to work.
Centerpoint says, and this is an exact quote from them, that they should be, quote, substantially complete with restoration efforts by this evening.
Let's say Wednesday, right? Yeah, they said Wednesday.
End of
Yeah,
the
I
Wednesday.
don't even know what day it is anymore.
I know. Doesn't it throw you off? Remember when Harvey happened and it was Labor Day and nobody knew it was Labor Day?
Oh, yeah.
Because now it's Memorial Day weekend and people have been so out of sorts. So kids are going back to school. Some kids don't go back to school.
Most
Because,
kids
you
are
know,
going back to school today.
My friends that were staying with me got their power yesterday in the afternoon. Their kids do not go back to school today still. And she was like, we have power in our house. But then I was like, do you want to stay one more night to let your house get cooled off and make sure the fridge is working?
That's
and all
nice
that?
of you.
That's
And so-
really nice.
Most people
I'm like,
go,
okay,
"Oh,
bye.
yeah, power's out, get the hell out, go.
How can I help
one.
pack?
My kids were so sad last night because it's like
Yeah.
having a family slumber party for 6 nights. And so my son was so sad last night. He was like, I miss my friends. I was like, I know, buddy. It was fun. Because when do you ever have a slumber party with the whole family?
That's
you don't.
true.
Never.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Like the parents get to hang out.
Let's
The
get
kids are hanging
Airbnb or
out.
something for a vacation.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope that everybody by the end of the day gets their power back. And everything's okay. Also, you might have to check your AC because AC guys are probably going to be really busy because when my friend's power came back, their unit got, I guess, fried or something. And I go, are you sure you don't want to come spend the night again?
Yeah,
the whole point is the AC.
Good point.
If it gets wonky, if
Yeah,
it
the
got
lights
fried
are
in the
working, but
storm.
the air's not working.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's why you want to call airinnovationsllc.com. You actually want to go to that website.
So there are a lot of busy bees in every field of things that make you comfortable. That's for sure. Today on the Roula and Ryan Show, we are going to play the rapid fire quiz, and the prize that we have for you is something to cool off with: a Typhoon, Texas water park family 4-pack.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Memorial Day weekend, y'all. Is this
Who won
weekend.
last week?
Wasn't
I think Roula won.
It was me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were the big winner.
I got to play my victory
Your
song
song,
for the first
finally.
time in like a year.
In a
Remember it.
It's my Greek song.
Well, Roula has learned that unless she kills it in the first round,
I'm
everybody's
out.
going to eliminate her.
Just get eliminated. Which
Which is
really,
funny.
I'm not much a threat anymore.
I
It's a
know.
mod you should eliminate now.
Mod's been on fire. He's like quietly, like 5 wins already this year.
Which also, speaking of a mod, I can't wait to get the report. Yesterday was $1 hot dog night at the Astros game.
Oh, yeah.
And they won in the 10th inning, which was excellent.
Does
I
that
was
mean-
like, come on,
Does
Pena.
that mean he had 10 hot dogs and 10 beers?
I don't know. I think he would have stopped at 9 because
Shut up.
they you know
That
why?
is
They
ridiculous.
run out of hot dogs. And I told him, when you
Yes.
get there, I need you to buy all 9 hot dogs up front.
Oh, they're going to be cold.
Oh.
They run out. I've gone to Dollar Dog Night one time. It was this season, and I did not know this phenomenon of everybody
whole
having
thing is
these
it's supposed
trays
to be
and trays of hot dogs.
Hot
And they
dogs.
run out by like the 6th inning. They'll run out.
That's funny. So he has to get up there. And, well, we'll find out how that. I told him to record himself, like the first inning, each inning, so we can hear.
Little time lapse.
Did he get
Yeah.
drunk, or did it even affect it? Who knows with him? He was over the King Tuck area, right?
Yes. Got him tickets in the area where
That's where
Kyle Tucker always hits his home runs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
And he hit 2 last night, but I think he would have texted me by now if he caught it.
Who knows? Maybe he doesn't remember how to use a phone.
He doesn't remember how to use a phone.
it was
He looked
pretty
like he was
exciting
having
game at
fun.
the end.
Space City Pretty is his Instagram, social media, if you want to check it out.
So good times, good times. Coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, Matthew Perry drowned in his hot tub at his house. Everyone knows he had struggles with drugs. Why is the post office involved in investigating his death? When you see why, you'll be like, aha, very CSI. We'll talk about this in Scoop. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be partly cloudy. Sun might peek through a little bit, but it's going to be in the 92, 93 range. Right now, 78 degrees and 6:07 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE.
Okay, so it's been a bit since we lost Matthew Perry to a drowning in his hot tub overlooking Los Angeles.
Yeah, that was
His
right
beautiful
before
home.
Halloween. It was weird. I was at a Halloween party, and then it just came across, and I'm like, it was a weird reaction because I'm like, oh, I'm sad, but I wasn't really shocked.
Last October. I know, it's so crazy. I mean, I would say I was shocked. I mean, the man had all his struggles with drugs, but everyone thought he had a handle on it.
Now, when I saw that Friends reunion, I was like, oh, he's on something. I didn't buy that. I'm getting dental work
I
thing.
don't know if it was on
always
something
dental work.
or that was
Yeah.
the result of the years of abusing himself.
Well, what we learned is he never cleaned up.
I never realized he was such a narcissist on that show.
He has to have the funny
Like
line.
he wanted to always be the funny person. He couldn't take it when other
You
people
mean
got
the
laughs.
actor behind the character?
Well, Matthew Perry
No,
said
Matthew Perry.
he could not
Yeah.
sleep if one of his lines that he was given did not hit with the audience. If
Not
he
that
didn't laugh,
Chandler was a narcissist, but Matthew Perry was a narcissist.
Yeah.
Matthew
Okay.
Perry
Matthew
really,
Perry.
as an
And that-
actor, he was given the funny line. He was the zinger guy. If you watch any repeat of Friends, just any episode, you pick any episode today when you put on some random cable channel because they're on all day. Just watch the lines alone. Isolate Matthew Perry's lines, and they're always zinger lines.
Let me think of him like going, okay, he's looking at those, he's watching everyone else. He's probably like counting lines and looking at, okay, that was funny. I want to do something funnier.
See, that would
Give me
be like
something.
if behind the scenes of, oh, Eric, you can't tell the jokes. I've got to have more jokes than you.
There are some shows that do that.
Really?
Well, listen
They
how they
wait
build the
stuff out, they
characters.
type stuff up. And,
Yeah, I mean-
you do this, Sam, you do this.
Yeah, if they're, I'm
Weak.
sorry, but in
Or-
radio,
That's why I'm
if you have
so
to write,
funny, guys.
I know, you're so funny. If you have to write things out and you do a morning radio show, you're not on a good track because morning radio is about we just
There's
say
no
whatever
way.
comes to our heads. We don't have anybody
If you
telling
had
us what to say.
read a script, that would be
Oh, my God.
awful.
Oh, Sam, there was a guy.
That's why I can't be an actor.
Yeah.
I can't do that stuff.
There was a previous morning show here where he would turn people's mics off when he didn't.
I mean,
want
I
them
do that to
speaking.
you guys all the time.
When I first
That's only
started
when you
radio,
lose rapid fire.
Sam, when I first started radio, there was a girl that I met at the convention we go to every year, and she showed me a manila envelope folder because, the guy that she worked with was insisting they would do their show from their hotel room. This is back like in the arcane days of like, we don't have apps and stuff. It was, they'd like record it into some device and then send it down anyway. And it was, he had written out everything she was going to say on the morning show the next day.
Ew.
Oh.
And then I go, what? And she goes, yeah, that's what he wants me to say tomorrow. I go, how? How do you know what you're going to say tomorrow? Every day is a new day. Every day something different happened. She goes, no, that's how he is. He wants this. And I was like, that's insane. You should quit that show.
Oh my gosh.
But getting back to Matthew Perry, he died primarily from high levels of ketamine, which is used to help with depression, anxiety, PTSD, chronic pain, and more. And he had been undergoing ketamine infusion therapy. The amount found in his system was too much to have been from that. So the LAPD and the Drug Enforcement Agency, the DEA, are trying to determine where he got that from, and that's where the post office comes into play. If he, in fact, was mailed drugs, they should be able to track who sent it to him and go after that person.
Oh, wow.
For mailing him the drugs.
I don't know about that. I've tried to track things on USPS, and then they're like, no, sorry.
We don't know what's
It's
happening.
gone.
Oh my god.
That just means they can do it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do it for you.
Yeah.
If
I'm
you-
on break.
I'm on break. Oh my God, I'm on break.
Everyone
They
at
do
the post
not
office
play.
they seem miserable.
Have you
I'm
ever
like, why are you
had-
even doing this job?
Yeah.
I know it's a government job, so you get great benefits.
Have you ever walked up to the counter and they literally put the close sign right in front of
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I never
I
had
am
that. Oh man, that's
awestruck
insulting.
That's
Yeah.
Awestruck.
100%.
I am awestruck at the rudeness at the post office
Yeah.
window. Like you are waiting in line, you're just trying to be real patient, and then if the next person leaves, and obviously it's your turn for that window, if they haven't called you and you start moving, they're like, I haven't called you yet.
Oh, yeah.
And
Excuse
you're
me,
like-
sir.
Yeah.
I haven't called you yet.
Yeah.
The
I
one
haven't called you
I
yet.
the most is there'll be an unbelievable line in the place, and one of the girls just decides to close her window, and will just be sitting there while there's like 100 people in line.
But maybe
and
that
there's like
sucks,
3
'cause maybe
people
they're-
sitting behind
Maybe
the
that's
counter.
where their
not-
office is, though. Like that's their desk.
Yeah.
How awkward would that
If
be?
you
That's
work
your
at the
desk.
post
You have to work
office.
there,
You
but
like
it's
don't
like
make eye contact. Right?
So
Yeah.
allegedly, he may have been sent ketamine from his
Somebody,
dealer.
yeah, somebody.
I mean,
I
Maybe
don't
try
see
and
how
track
he was
that.
functioning, y'all, when I had my skydiving accident 7 years ago. I can't believe it. Just showed up my time hop. That was one of the drugs that they gave me because I was in agonizing pain.
But they also
And
use
I
it
was
as therapy.
so messed up.
They do. It says in here.
That's
he-
funny.
he's
You
using it for
hallucinate
different
on that
things.
stuff.
they're giving you.
I mean, I know people have tried it. They don't
It's
necessarily
used to treat
hallucinate.
depression, anxiety, PTSD,
Oh, it's
chronic pain, and
horrible
more.
feeling.
It's not just for
Maybe they
know,
gave you a
I
lot
fell out of an
more
airplane.
Yeah.
all at once, and it was during the time when you were in extreme pain.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, when you
And
have
they put it
bones
through a-
sticking out of your
Yeah,
body.
So that's a different experience.
I mean, ketamine is called Special K, so I know a lot about it.
Of course.
And
Not
it's
cereal.
a cat tranquilizer. It comes in liquid form, and you have to cook it down to a powder form in
Oh,
order
my.
This
to
is for cats, not for dogs.
do it.
Yeah, can you give dogs
yeah,
ketamine?
what
I
happens?
thought it
Is
was
the
a
dog
horse
going to start
tranquilizer.
going meow?
I wonder why it's
Horse
for cats.
tranquilizers. If you have not watched the third season of Bridgerton, it is out on Netflix now. It is only 4 episodes until they drop the next 4 episodes on June the 13th. And the notorious thing about their soundtrack is that they use pop songs like KRBE pop hits in the symphony form because this is about high society England in the 1800s and everyone has to do the quadrille and the dancing and the waltzing and all that. And Robin's I'm Dancing on My Own became a huge hit from season 2. And then all these random songs you haven't heard in a while, but Pitbull was very excited to be featured this year in a very pivotal scene of season 3. And I didn't even realize it was a Pitbull song until it really got it. And I was like, how do I know this? How do I know this? How do I know
Which one was it?
this? Give Me Everything.
How's that
Give
go?
me everything tonight with Neo.
Oh yeah.
Give me everything tonight. And then the girl that plays Cressida, if you've watched this show, it's about the marriage mart. It's about the debutantes who are being presented for the new marriage social season to get married. And the whole point is you got to get married. They don't care what happens to you after you get married. But if you don't get married, you're going to get put up on a shelf and become a spinster and an old person. If you're 26 years old, my God, you might as well be 100.
Yep.
And there's a girl named Cressida who's hot competition for the other girls that are the main players. She's a tall blonde, and they kind of focus a little bit more on her. They give you a little bit more of her personality this season. And I did not know until now, I've watched 3 seasons, until I was reading a story about Bridgerton. I go, oh, wait, her last name is Cowper? Cowper, because they say Cressida Kappa. I thought her name was Kappa, like, I don't know, Kappa or Cappa.
Kappa.
But because of their accent, I go, it's Cressida Cowper? Oh, okay. Cressida Kappa.
I think
Anyway.
you're a sucker for gimmicks on these shows now.
What's the gimmick?
Like on Frosted, because there's all celebrity people.
Oh, yeah.
That's all Kevin. No one talks about
love it.
the
Kitschy.
the movie. They just talk about, there's celebrities in every scene.
So
Because the movie is made
This
up.
is the
Stunt
music
casting.
because of all the cool
Oh no!
music.
I like the storyline, and the first season of
That's
Bridgerton
what
really
made it
made me
big when we
mad.
first saw it. Came out. It's like, oh my god, they're playing.
Yes, that's how they
songs
caught your attention.
now.
Is how else they going to get your attention? They got
The gimmicky
it's
stuff
just
works.
a period piece. There's something called the Gilded Age that I saw on Netflix for a long time. Or was it Max? I never clicked on that. I didn't care.
Keira Knightley's
But the
always
thing-
doing stuff.
Yes, I don't like period piece
Pride and
shows
Prejudice.
a lot of times. Yes, I've never seen Pride
Yeah,
and
no.
Prejudice. Some
Downton
people are
Abbey,
obsessed
whatever
with
it's
that.
called.
Downton Abbey, I never got into that, but the music was the thing that kind of drew you. But really, the storyline, because the first season is really messed up. If you've not seen the first season of Bridgerton, it is messed up how this girl is being totally tricked. It's so embarrassing how this girl is
Yeah.
being humiliated by the man that supposedly loves her. It should anger the hell out of you. And it was like, oh, they're such a great couple. I'm like, are they? Are they such
No.
a great couple?
I'm just saying, you
I
guys
don't
can't
think
make
so.
fun of
He
my-
lies to her.
Can't make fun of my House of Dragons because I like dragons.
Sam, what's a dragon sound
I
like?
can say the same for you, Eric.
That's what I'm
It's like
saying.
you're in the gimmicks of the dragon ladies.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
care what you want to watch. Whatever
I'm
passes
telling you,
your time.
the one show
Yeah.
that Roula needs to
I would
watch.
say that I think that's like something they know in Hollywood that people will watch things. You put more celebrities in it.
Oh,
Or if
yeah,
you do
it's a
this.
gimmick.
Yeah, gimmicks.
It's a gimmick. I don't.
gimmicks work.
Okay, so Eric and Kevin reluctantly took my suggestion, watched Acapulco. Do you not think that Rula would love that? It is
Oh,
such
yeah.
a sweet,
I do need to
show.
make time.
And that
but
is
I-
a gimmick.
sweet.
The gimmick is these two people sing in Spanish.
All the pop
80s
hits of
pop
the
songs
80s.
from like 84, 85, 86.
So you got suckered into that.
I mean, that's an added.
It's just one
Is that
little
what
perk of the
hooked
show.
ya?
but that gimmick
80s?
helps you because now you're looking forward to okay, what's that song
It's-
they're going to sing? In the
Okay.
thing?
It's a full-grown man. You remember the guy from How to Marry a Latin Lover?
He's a famous.
He's a big Spanish
actor.
comedian, an
Comedian.
actor. And he's narrating, he's telling his life story to his nephew as a gift. And then they flash back to the younger version of him working at this hotel in Acapulco in the 1980s. And it's just
is
they
it
go back
young
and forth.
Maximo and Max? Oh, it's
Yeah,
Maximo.
Eugenio
and
Derbez?
Memo.
Memo, his best friend.
Yeah,
And then
he's the
Lupe,
best
the
character.
laundry. Memo's the best. I love him.
Yeah, that's a feel good show. It's kind of like oh my god, what's the one we watch on Netflix? See you.
Oh,
Kim's Convenience.
Kim's Convenience.
Yeah.
That's cute
Like
too.
there is no way you
Is
can
it on?
watch.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on
Acapulco?
Apple.
Oh, Apple.
It's on Apple, but
yeah, I don't go
you
around that
watch
app
this,
anymore.
you're gonna smile.
Yeah,
it is just
that's why.
I don't watch it
Sweetest
because
show
right
ever.
now I ain't never gonna see it because Apple TV Plus not even like an app on my TV anymore.
Yeah, no.
No?
Like it's I don't know how it got moved out
No,
of the
Sam
way,
ain't paying for that.
and
No.
I'm not moving it
Do you
back.
have a DVD player?
No.
No.
I'd say I'd order you the DVDs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go old school.
That's old school.
That's
Where am I
really
gonna
sweet
connect
of you,
that?
Ryan. Just share
wanted to
your
see it.
password. That's much easier.
When the morning show comes back, I'll find my Apple TV Plus app. I'll just
have
make
enough?
a point.
No,
Yeah.
you can never have too many.
Yeah, and really, I
should
have
have- we should
DVDs.
have-
I don't know why I won't get rid of them, but you
I'm
know,
wasting so much money on all those. I have.
and I
imagine how much money we
appreciate
had.
you
That was the one
You want
good
more of
thing.
them? Like,
for your
Eric,
services.
this is the only way you
Spent
get
so
rid of them.
much
This is the
money on
one good
those.
thing about having my credit card compromised. I got rid of so many services I didn't even know. I get notices, hey, we have to interrupt your service.
but then there's a show on Paramount Plus I want to see, or then there's a place on
Yeah.
Amazon Prime or Apple.
You have
or
to have it all.
Peacock.
And actually, if you
Netflix,
since you brought up
Hulu.
Unfrosted,
Crazy.
that's a Jerry Seinfeld show, and I didn't know about the celebrities in that, Eric, until I started watching it. I didn't watch
Yeah.
it because of the
But I think
celebrities.
that
Yeah, nor
helped-
did I.
I think that helped keep you guys.
No,
Keep
I
watching
was
it. That's why
watching
you
it.
know.
No,
It's a
no,
turd.
no,
No,
it's
it's a turd.
not.
No,
No,
it
it's
wasn't.
not. It was a cute movie.
Oh.
It
What
was
is wrong
so
with
cute.
you?
And Amy Schumer played such a good character too.
Yeah.
And
It's the
they-
real
Nobody
real
talks about
story.
the Jim. Don't about the
Gaffigan.
story.
You want to talk about the
The
story?
real story is about the Post and the Kellogg's morning breakfast snack war, which was a
Sam, you
real
gotta watch
story,
this.
but the
You're just
entire
adding
movie
fuel
is
to her.
fictionalized.
Subject
Yeah,
matter.
it's cute.
But it is very cute. It is true that they both went to a death cage battle match over these morning pastry tarts.
I mean,
The
competition.
Pop Tart
right?
versus the Country Squares.
Country Squares. I
And the
know I'm going to eat a
Squares.
Country Square.
Nobody wants to be square. And Jim Gaffigan plays a good corporate guy, but I had no idea he was going to be in the movie. It was just all these little surprises. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Anyway, it's Unfrosted on Netflix. Thumbs up.
Don't waste your
Eric.
time.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Oh, Sam, you gotta watch
You
it.
could take your
Yeah,
toe.
Sam,
and-
now you have to give us your
Sam,
review.
watch it.
I'll try today.
Thank
If she's
you.
not interested in the
my
storyline,
in-laws
she's not
have
going to
left,
care.
So I'll.
You can watch it. They
I got
say it's
some free
great.
time.
She won't care about the storyline. Do you
enjoy it.
care about Post versus Kellogg's and their Pop-Tart war?
Do you care about
Probably
dumb
not.
jokes?
She likes murder
Lame.
mystery, like
Yeah.
people getting hacked into bits and getting
Right.
hidden around different dumpsters. That's what she wants to watch.
Good stuff.
So she can know how to not get hacked into bits and get thrown around in different
I
dumpsters.
was thinking that this is how twisted my brain is. I probably shouldn't say this on the radio, and I'm going to say it
But
anyway.
we're in the tree
All
of
right.
trust. Tell us.
Okay, so I was thinking if you were trying to get rid of a body and with all these trees getting cut down, you know what I mean? You get the tree chipper and then you throw the body in that with the
Ew,
tree.
she's going all
it's gonna make a
Fargo
huge
on
Oh,
us.
yeah,
mess.
Fargo there.
It's
Have you
going to
ever
make a
seen
huge
Fargo?
mess, Sam.
I always think that way
That's
during
what I'm
hurricanes
saying.
because they know a hurricane's coming,
Yeah.
and people that don't like their mate or something, they're like, okay, this is my chance.
To do what?
Right.
To kill them and
Like
then say
carbon,
they died how?
You could do like
It's like,
carbon
oh, sir, you live in
monoxide.
Madisonville. I don't know how the hurricane.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
That's
in
what
what
I'm
way
saying.
would
Is
you-
there bodies in the tree chipper?
I mean, I think we'd see the mess.
Yeah, you're going to get like blood
You see-
splatter
if the-
everywhere.
You
Yeah.
see an accident,
But if
though.
you're Dexter and you already drained all the blood out.
Ew, God, Sam. You
Dexter,
are
Dexter.
going deep. And where'd that go? Where'd that go? There's going to be some kind
It'd
of
be more of an accident.
trail.
Somebody else has thought
It'd be
this
they
way.
fell off the roof onto the chainsaw.
Oh yeah, that's
Ew.
fine. That's fine.
Like it'd be like that type of thing. Like they
Yeah.
came over to help me, and then
The chainsaw.
like, there's a video I saw a guy with
Not
those,
that he tripped in the.
Ew,
those
yeah,
big
what a
tanks that you're
gory
talking
death.
about for charcoal grill or for gas grills.
Uh-huh.
Those tanks.
Propane tank?
Oh yeah, the propane.
Some video going out. This guy says his friend died by an accident.
Uh-huh.
In the video, this guy hits him with those things 12 times.
What?
He like picks one up. There's like 50 of them in this
Oh,
factory
they're
thing.
heavy?
When they're
He
filled
picks up
to the
this
brim.
tank. He hits him, and then he falls on the ground, and then you just see him like 10 times hitting him with
Oh.
the
Are
tank.
you talking about a real life story or something you saw like in a
I was on
fictional
last
show?
night. It was on. I follow morbid videos or
Good
something.
Lord. Oh, no, I
Why
don't
are
follow
you
that
following
one.
that?
That
Some-
is
it was
messed
some-
up.
Some guy said he killed him, or he died by accident, and then they he didn't know there's a camera in the factory,
Oh,
and
God.
his
See, that's what
coworker
I'm
killed him.
saying.
Well, I do remember for Harvey,
Terrifying.
there was a sinister story around Harvey with somebody who drowned and didn't actually drown from the flood, was put into the flood to drown. There was some sinister story about Harvey. And when we have natural disasters, a lot of people seek shelter in a hotel because their house flooded, they have no power. Just even right now, there are people living in hotels because their neighborhood still has no power. There's a funny article about the things that you will do in a hotel room that you never do at home. It's like the same thing you do when you have a rental car versus your own.
Or an elevator. I would love to have a camera in an
Oh,
elevator.
I'm sure there are cameras in a lot of them.
To see what people are doing and saying. People act weird. I know I do.
Yeah.
Do we have cameras in our elevator here?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
God. I mean, that thing barely works.
Because you know, there's like
In the
that
lobby
whole,
we do,
Yeah,
but
there's
not
a whole
inside.
screen. I didn't know if there was all
This,
that.
Sam, seriously, this building barely has running water. You think that they've got a camera
I don't
system?
know. I was just thinking that.
This
Those
water
are
has
weird
this
things.
building has water. When did you have a problem with the water?
And right, they're gonna.
It has been
We're gonna
brown
be careful. They're
before.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in a wood chipper.
I've been complaining about this building.
We go
They're going to stop that
outside
elevator.
tomorrow.
Oh,
When
he's
the
going
tree falls
down.
on his car, we know what happened.
And there's a wood
The
chipper by
elevator
your
falls
car.
from the 7th floor.
Well, I've already been trapped in it once.
Oh man, that's
They're like we
terrifying.
failed once.
There is one thing on this
Learned.
list about the hotels when we come back that I do this in the hotel, but I'm going to guess that the rest of y'all are too lazy to do this in a hotel that's on this list. I don't do it at my house, but I do this in my hotel room. But I bet none of you guys do it because you're lazy. You're thinking, well, if somebody else does it for me, I'll take it, but I'm not going to do it
Why you
myself.
point at me?
What
I
is
wonder
it?
what it is. Okay,
Because I know
yeah,
that
yeah.
Eric's wife probably does this for him, if in fact it's necessary. We'll talk about it next month. Right?
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Wake up. It's KRBE and more of the Roula and Ryan Show.
I'm really curious what Roula has to say about these hotel stays because this is the first time I've stayed in a hotel probably in a year. When the power went out, went to a
Yeah,
hotel
people
for a
sought
day.
Shelter
Are you
and
on
AC.
vacation?
No, we weren't on vacation. We got tired of having no
No,
power.
he's asking, haven't you been on vacation in a year?
Oh, I don't think so. No.
Wow.
You didn't go anywhere? You didn't go to Colorado or something last year?
That was about a
summertime?
year ago. Yeah.
Okay, the question, the title of the article is something that people do in hotel rooms that they never do at home. And here's a list. And I was saying there's one thing that I always do in the room, and I bet nobody else does it unless they have somebody do it for them. And
You
I'll
probably
just,
wipe down everything, take
She
off
does,
the top.
100%. The first
Yeah.
time I met Roula was at when we go to our radio conference, and I started your guys' show, I think, like 2 weeks, and then we went to this event, and she's like, yeah, you can come down to my room, and I go, and she is wiping down everything with Lysol wipes, and I was like, oh,
I can't live that way.
this is how Roula is.
no, I only do it when I
You'll
first
drive
get there the
yourself
first
crazy.
day.
I was like, oh.
And the two things that I went, actually,
like,
no, I wasn't wiping. You know what it was? She saw the container that I had because I'm obsessed now since COVID. I never knew these existed. Is isopropyl alcohol wipes. Not Lysol, not Clorox. They're too juicy. These alcohol wipes.
They're too juicy?
They're too juicy.
It made me
If
laugh
you
so
buy
hard.
a Clorox packet of like to-go packet in the airport, it's too juicy. They just like all this stuff comes out of the
Now,
packet.
I will say I don't
and
think it's
gets
that
on your stuff.
So you
I
just
don't
wipe
think it's
everything.
that big a deal to wipe down the TV
The phone
remote.
and the TV remote, those are the two things 100% I
Because
wipe
those
down
things are
when I walk
filthy.
into the
I
hotel
never
room.
touched the phone, so.
Yeah,
But if
you
I had
use
such
the
a phone,
remote.
I want it to be clean. So here's what I do that I don't know if anybody else does this because I'm crazy for ice. I will take the little plastic bag, go down to the ice machine, fill it with ice, put it in the thing. And that is something I would never do in my real house. I don't just sit around with a bucket of ice in my real house full.
Right.
I would
Well,
never do
because
this.
you have
Right.
instant access to ice in your real house, but in the hotel room, there is
Yes.
no ice, so you have to bring it to you.
But most people don't even care about having ice. And does anybody else do this?
Just when I have a beer or
If you want to chill something.
yeah, some drinks. But I don't do it like that. I don't go first things. A lot of times I forget
It's
to go
not
look
first
for it.
thing. I just make a point during my
Put that little
stay
plastic
to
bag,
go to
right?
the ice machine.
I'm not raw
and get some.
dog in
That's
my
funny.
bucket.
Oh.
You just
No,
put ice.
those
Oh,
buckets got to
God.
be filthy. And the other
You know they're
thing
not
is,
cleaning that.
Right.
a lot of times you want that because you're afraid if you bump anything in the fridge, they have sensors. Oh, I just bought that bottle of booze because I
Yeah.
moved it off the sensor.
So I figured none of y'all make the effort to go down to the ice machine and get ice, but I
Half the
always
time,
do.
I don't even know where it's at.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
Usually-
what floor it is or what hallway it is. Or
Yeah, it's usually when you come off the lobby, it says the floor numbers and always says ice.
Ice, like it has a
If
little
it's
arrow.
too far from my room, like, oh.
You take the covers off your beds.
that
You
duvet
can't
is
anymore
filthy.
because they're not comforters like the old school. Now they're those sheet duvets which get changed every day.
no,
The
they
fancy
don't change
places,
the
but
they don't
there's some
change the
places that
duvet
still-
every day.
I have not gone to a Best Western in 2 years, and the Best Western did not have a comforter. Like a Holiday Inn Old School did not have an actual comforter you take off. It was all duvets. Duvets
Yeah.
are like the sheets with the cushion inside. If you take that off, you have no
It's
blankets.
kind of gross when you
Right.
think about it. Like
Yeah.
somebody like 10 hours earlier was laying there.
sleeping on that
Don't
bed.
think about
sweating.
it.
God
you can't
knows
think
what.
about it.
Yeah,
You
I know,
can't
yeah.
think about it.
That's
You
good.
would never go anywhere.
Think about
Okay,
the
how about
pillows.
this?
Yeah.
How about this? Using a towel as a bath mat. People do this in hotels, but they would
Absolutely.
never do
Yeah.
this in their hotel rooms. Why is that? Because we know thousands of people have walked on that carpet. And you're going to just put it down. You're just put the towel down.
I use
on
my towel
whatever.
now. The bath mat I have does not soak up the water.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. It's soft.
So you're just
I need
extra
I need a
absorption.
cloth.
yeah,
Yeah.
something to absorb it.
Yeah.
Don't you wipe your feet down like when you get out of the shower?
I do. It's got that thing, but it doesn't work. It's like
No,
it's weird. I can't
My
explain
husband
it.
steps out of the shower onto the mat and then dries off. So it's soaking wet.
I
Like
do
the
some,
mat
of, I
is
do,
soaking
I do
wet.
some of the
I'm like,
primary drying in the shower after I've turned it
Yeah.
off,
I'll
And then
close
the
the
last
thing,
thing I do is get
so you
to
stay
the feet.
warm and
Yes,
then dry out.
absolutely.
Yeah, you don't want to be out in the cold.
And that's why I get bombarded with Ruggable commercials in my social media. I have no idea. I've never bought a Ruggable, but that's one of their primary things, Sam. You know how nasty your bath mat is with mold and bacteria? Get a Ruggable. I don't know, and I'm not going to jump into this Ruggable world, but if you've ever tried it, you can text me at 37530. Does it suck or not? Is that a fail
worth it?
item? Is it worth it?
How
Okay.
about
Ruggable?
My wife
It's called
always.
Ruggable, yeah.
I don't wear these robes. My wife wears a robe. She likes robes.
No, the hotel
I will
robe.
not-
I think
wear
she even
the
took one from a cruise ship.
They just charge you later. They
Yeah,
know that you
they
took
do.
it.
Yeah.
You might as well buy a
You're
brand
not
new one
stealing
that
it. You're just
1,000 people didn't
you
wear.
bought it now.
Sorry, father-in-law.
How about
Your
this one?
father-in-law was picking up the bill.
It happens.
Oops.
Other things people do in hotel rooms, they never do at home, is watch cable television. So many
yeah.
of us just stream at home, but you can't unless
Because
you
you
want to
don't
put
have
in
that
your
option.
password.
I know when I was at the hotel 2 nights ago, I was like, oh my, what's this Comedy Central? I haven't turned on Comedy Central in a
Yeah,
long
you're not
time.
used to it.
I know.
Think about it. A
You,
lot
get, then
of-
you can't choose what to watch. It's like,
Right.
okay, The Office was on. You just
And
have
there's
to
no
watch that.
rewind. There's no pause
Oh,
and
no.
rewind. You gotta just watch it old school straight, like it's live TV. It's on or gone. When I stayed in a hotel in spring break time in Colorado, the people before me had actually logged into the Netflix app, and they did not log out.
Oh, they forgot
Nice.
to.
Oh,
But it
that's
was
a
in
big
Portuguese.
mistake.
It was in Portuguese.
But you can go to
so we could
settings.
put English subtitles on the Portuguese account.
Oh, no.
It was so crazy.
No, but you can go into their profile settings and change it to English.
I was trying, and I was like, this remote with this TV,
Or maybe
and
it's theirs.
not having
Like-
too much time in the room was
You
not
got to
worth it.
remember to log
From their
out.
country? Although I
saying?
can't, you can't get like, I can't take my Netflix from here and go to like France and watch it.
I don't think it works
and
that
it'll
way.
be American shows. It won't do that, right?
No.
I don't know what it does.
Because when I'm on
no,
vacation,
I
I'm not
know-
watching Netflix.
Well, that was
I know for a fact they
Right.
can't because they have different distribution. And here's how I know, because I'm such a Star Trek geek. I know that a lot of these streaming services, they cut different deals for Europe. Each Netflix or Paramount or Hulu or whatever it is, they will cut different distribution deals with film companies in different countries.
Okay, well, explain this one then, because my brother-in-law lives on the island of Santorini. His wife is from Chile. She has a Netflix account when she was in Chile, and the first time we went to go visit them, we were in their house, and he said, sorry, the only Netflix we have is all in Chilean Netflix. We don't have, like, maybe some shows that you like. It was her account from Chile that we were watching in their house in Santorini. And it was all in Spanish, and it was all the shows that Chile.
Maybe someone listening right now
Netflix
who knows
shows.
this. Maybe they lived in Germany for 6 months or a year, and then
Yeah, you got transferred for
you
your
get
job.
your American account.
Yeah.
Could you take that with you, or
37530.
The thing I encountered was there were a lot of old hotels, especially when you're in Europe, and they don't necessarily have the most up-to-date televisions. We were stuck watching Alf in German.
That's what I'm saying. The people watch TV.
Monte
They
Carlo, they
watch
have,
like
like-
basic cable
they have, like,
in
dirty
hotels.
movies
at
on.
home.
Oh, really?
Where?
like in Monte Carlo? It's like,
Well,
like porn. I'm like,
Oh,
like what's this
my.
stuff doing on?
Yeah, especially if you got kids.
well, I
regular
mean, it's like a
channels.
regular channel.
Yeah, it's a
It
regular
wasn't like a pay channel.
Yeah, over there, they're more
They're open. They
open to that
People
stuff.
are saying Netflix, yes. Hulu, no. And Paramount, no. You can travel with your Netflix around the world.
That's cool.
So that's how she had her Chilean Netflix account going on.
And what's
Things-
a ruggable? People want to know.
Okay, a ruggable.
Ruggable.
I don't know why I'm getting hit
think
with
a
this.
ruggle-
Lunchable?
It's called Ruggable, and it's hitting me like crazy, and it has been. Maybe because it geofenced me that I was shopping like at Target in the rug
My
department.
phone's gonna get it now.
It is a reusable, it's like a washable topper rug. Like
Yeah.
instead of rolling up like your kitchen mat
Oh, here it is.
and throwing it in the washing machine, it's the topping. That's what the commercial
Holy
is telling
crap,
me.
they're
You take the
expensive.
top
They're
off
really
and you wash
expensive.
Look at
that,
this
and
up.
the base stays on the floor.
Where
The
did you get this
cheapest
at?
one I see is
I
I just see it on
$350.
Instagram. It just keeps hitting me on Instagram. It's
They have other
RUGGABLE.
Here's one for $719, one for $349.
And then I
one
thought,
for
okay, you know what?
$289.
I was at Marshall's, or was it a TJ Maxx? I can't remember. They all blend together for me. And there were these rolled up kitchen mats that are long and like 2 feet by 6 feet.
Yeah.
And it felt really strange. Like it looked like it was a pattern that is actual like knitted yarn, but it was not. It was like a silkscreen picture of that on top of this removable
good if you
thing.
got pets
And I go, is that
pee
what
or
a
poop?
ruggable knockoff is?
So if you go to
It looked really
Amazon.com,
cheap and bad, and I was like, no, I would never put this in the kitchen. But maybe somebody swears by Ruggable. You let me know.
Roula, Amazon has got
great when you have
tons of
pets.
ruggables.
Yeah.
It's fine,
'Cause then you
but
can
I
wash
don't know
them.
they're on Amazon. It's
carpet
third
cleaning.
party. You don't know
Also
what you're
those-
getting.
No, it's not all third party.
On this list, it says that people blast the AC to 58 degrees.
Yeah,
That's what you keep it
You
cold.
put it down as
Love
low
that.
as possible.
Or that little machine by the window.
Yeah, you turn it all the way down.
Or air conditioner there.
Or you
that's
eat
an old hotel.
$16 cashews and drink it with a $12 beer.
Now,
Here we go.
time for the Roula and Ryan show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, as of last night, just 72,000 customers remained in the dark for the fifth day in Houston.
That's a
due
lot
to
of
the
people
storm.
still. Think about
It is,
72,000.
but they've restored, Centerpoint has restored more than 90% of the power, and they estimate that they will substantially complete their restoration efforts by tonight.
Kevin, it could be
That's what
tonight.
they're saying.
Could be by the time the show's over, Kev. You can have power again.
Now, do you guys...
They said
What if you're the
not
last
really.
one? We'll be like,
Kevin's the
probably
last
Yeah.
one in Houston.
64 people are left.
You know what? You know what ruins me is that the billboard that I can see from my house is illuminated. It's like the advertising is so much more important than getting the community back on.
They don't
But
do
we
it that way.
we
No,
know
no,
that's not how they
not that
distribute
way.
the power. They're not picking the billboard over your house.
No.
It's just the
And
grid.
it's looking down upon me.
What's the product?
You sound like the lady. Yeah, with
I
the
know. I was just giving a
advertising
finger to
power.
the
I think
AC
the K in
service.
Special K stands for Karen.
Yeah.
I get your frustration, though. I mean,
100%.
nobody wants
It's
to
frustrating.
Like the girl in the condo who's watching the
Yes.
the church's water fountain
Yes.
go. And she's
Yeah.
like, the water fountain's
Yeah.
on.
Like, you
and I'm
couldn't cut that.
sweating.
Now
I want to drag
we
an
see all
extension
the,
cord from the billboard.
We see all the great work that the linemen are doing. If you'd like to volunteer, the Houston Food Bank needs help right now as they continue to try and feed those in need. Whether you want to volunteer or if you need help, their new website is up and running right now, and you can do both those things. You can either find a place where you can go pick up food or you can volunteer. Go to HoustonFoodBank.org. That's HoustonFoodBank.org. It's really easy to navigate. Now, a lot of us
also
had
need
problems.
to help kids' meals.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got an email yesterday that Kids Meals obviously was affected by the power outage. And if you've never heard us talk about Kids Meals before, it's one of the longest running charities that we've talked about on the Roula and Ryan show, where you can physically go there with your family, your friends, your company, and you make sandwiches in these sack lunches that get distributed to food insecure areas, because kids between the ages of 0 and 4 who don't go to school and can't get a free meal are starving.
Yep.
So it's these sack lunches. It's like a turkey sandwich or a ham sandwich, and there's like a water and a piece of fruit, and it's a very fantastic. It's just a fantastic charity. And Kids Meals has been affected by the power outage, and they're working to provide their service to families in need, but they need donations to get all the stuff. And
So what you want to do is go to kidsmealsinc.org. That's kidsmealsinc.org. And it's just such a wonderful,
Maybe if
wonderful
your kids
charity.
aren't going to school today and you're out of power or something, and go there and help.
yeah,
can
they're
volunteer. My
asking
daughter
for
did that.
volunteers to
Yeah.
donate, to volunteer to make the assembled lunch bags and to donate the items that are needed for the lunch bags. So we're spreading the word to feed kids who will go without unless donations come in. It is kidsmeals.org. Actually, kidsmealsinc.org. That's something you can do today, like we said, if your kids still aren't in school.
You say you're bored? All right.
Do that.
Do something
Hey,
good
kids,
for the
you're
community.
bored, you can actually help other people who are less fortunate.
Coming up
That's
next.
what's going down in H-Town.
Special K, is it a telemarketer turnaround or is it a robocall?
We've got a telemarketer turnaround today.
Turn
And
around.
poor Ryan and Roula, you guys are going to get the short end of the stick on this one.
Good times.
But why? But why? We're going to ask it over and over again. Why?
Oh, like little kids do that?
Why?
Okay, we're going to get to the prank call next on the Roula and Ryan show.